Shakur Stevenson, yes, he has great, amazing skills, just like Floyd Mayweather.
The boxing world has been quietly shifting beneath everyone's feet, and most fans didn't even realize it was happening until whispers started leaking out of a single gym. What began as a routine training camp has now turned into one of the most unsettling developments in modern boxing, because Shakur Stevenson hasn't just been sharpening his skills ahead of the biggest fight of his career. He has brought Floyd Mayweather deep into his camp, not as a guest, not as a motivational voice on the phone, but as a hands-on architect shaping what many insiders believe could be the most dangerous version of Shakur Stevenson we've ever seen. Behind closed doors, away from cameras and controlled narratives, something serious is being built, and the name at the center of everyone's anxiety is Teofimo Lopez. This isn't a casual collaboration. This isn't a few minute sessions for publicity. Sources close to the camp describe Floyd Mayweather spending real time in the gym with Shakur, personally working combinations, refining foot placement, adjusting angles, and revisiting techniques Floyd himself used during his prime. The most alarming part is that people who have witnessed these sessions claim Floyd is going deeper than he ever did with fighters he was officially aligned with, sharing nuances he kept locked away during his own undefeated run.
But when you look at Teo's performances against guys that are just pure boxers, it's just like...
The belief circulating through boxing circles is simple but chilling. Mayweather sees something rare in Shakur Stevenson, and he's treating this camp like a legacy project rather than a favor. The timing of this partnership has only intensified the tension. January 31st at Madison Square Garden isn't just another fight date. It's a collision between two undefeated champions with clashing styles, egos, and futures. Teofimo Lopez is moving into this fight confident, loud, and dismissive of Shakur's style, framing him as defensive, boring, and unwilling to engage. That narrative has followed both Shakur and Floyd for years, and according to people familiar with the situation, it's exactly what pulled Mayweather fully into the camp. Floyd has lived through the criticism of being too slick, too safe, too calculated, and he knows how dangerous that mindset becomes when opponents underestimate what's coming. What makes this camp different from previous Shakur-Floyd interactions is the seriousness. They've crossed from mentorship into full technical preparation. Gym insiders describe sessions where Floyd is present multiple times a week, stopping drills mid-motion, forcing adjustments, demanding precision that borders on obsessive. The atmosphere reportedly changes the moment Floyd walks in. Conversations quiet. Sparring intensifies. Everyone understands they're witnessing something rare. It's not just about defense anymore. Floyd is allegedly pushing Shakur to add layers that turn defense into psychological warfare, confusing opponents until they hesitate, freeze, and fall apart mentally before the damage even becomes physical. This evolution is especially significant because Shakur has already been considered one of the most gifted defensive fighters of his generation. Many analysts openly compare his instincts, positioning, and ring IQ to Floyd's, with some even arguing that Shakur's natural feel for distance is ahead of where Floyd was at the same age. But Floyd isn't interested in polishing what's already sharp. The focus appears to be on transforming Shakur from a master of control into a fighter who can hurt you when you least expect it. Insiders claim Floyd has emphasized the importance of making Teofimo respect power, standing his ground at key moments, and punishing aggression instead of simply avoiding it. This is where the story becomes especially unsettling for Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo thrives on momentum, rhythm, and emotional engagement. He wants reactions. He wants exchanges. Floyd Mayweather built an entire career on denying opponents exactly that, breaking their spirit by making them miss and making them pay just enough to remind them they were losing every second. People close to these training sessions believe Floyd has been drilling Shakur on how to weaponize patience, turning Teofimo's aggression into a liability rather than a strength. The idea isn't to run for 12 rounds. It's to lure, punish, and mentally exhaust. Observers who have seen Shakur spar recently say there's already a visible shift. He's more comfortable in the pocket. His counters carry more intent. His feet aren't just escaping danger, they're setting traps. Veteran fighters who have watched him work describe the experience as unsettling, noting how sparring partners seem to lose confidence round by round, unable to establish any rhythm. This is the same phenomenon fighters described after facing Floyd in his prime, where frustration built faster than damage, and mistakes came from desperation rather than opportunity. The history between Floyd Mayweather and Shakur Stevenson adds another layer to this story. Floyd identified Shakur's potential years ago, back when Stevenson was still an amateur preparing for the Olympics. He saw himself in the young fighter not just stylistically but emotionally. Both suffered controversial Olympic losses. Both entered the professional ranks with something to prove. That shared experience has reportedly become fuel inside this camp, with Floyd constantly reminding Shakur that professional dominance is how you rewrite history. According to people close to the team, this isn't just training. It's emotional alignment, a passing of mentality as much as technique. The secrecy surrounding what Floyd is actually teaching has only amplified the intrigue. Short clips have surfaced showing subtle changes in Shakur's combinations, movements that resemble classic Mayweather patterns but with modern adjustments. His shoulder positioning looks tighter. His counters seem sharper. The transitions from defense to offense appear smoother. Skeptics argue that no fighter can absorb decades of Mayweather knowledge in a single camp. But those inside the gym dismiss that concern entirely, insisting that Shakur's boxing IQ allows him to process and apply concepts faster than anyone Floyd has worked with before. As fight night approaches, the boxing community is split between anticipation and unease. Some believe this collaboration is unfair, likening it to handing a cheat code to an already elite fighter. Others argue that Floyd's presence doesn't guarantee victory and that Teofimo Lopez remains a dangerous, adaptable champion capable of making adjustments under pressure. But even those voices carry a tone of caution. Nobody is dismissing what Shakur might bring into that ring anymore. What's undeniable is that this fight represents a crossroads. For Shakur Stevenson, it's a chance to silence critics, redefine his style, and announce himself as a complete fighter across weight classes. For Teofimo Lopez, it's a test of composure, discipline, and adaptability against a version of Shakur shaped by the most undefeated mind boxing has ever seen. And for Floyd Mayweather, it may be an opportunity to prove that his genius extends beyond his own gloves, living on through a fighter who understands not just how to win rounds, but how to dismantle opponents piece by piece. When the lights come on at Madison Square Garden on January 31st, speculation will finally give way to reality. Until then, the only certainty is that something serious has been brewing behind those gym doors, and the ripple effects are already being felt across the sport. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Floyd Mayweather's involvement truly changes the outcome of this fight, or is Teofimo Lopez being underestimated once again? Will we see a defensive masterclass or a more aggressive, evolved Shakur Stevenson? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let us know who you're picking and why, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of boxing's most intriguing storylines, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next breakdown.